this. All right, so let's just go ahead with how to become a people of magnet. All right, by the way, can you all see my screen? Oh, yes, you can. Okay, so I love this picture. This picture shows the shape of a magnet, and I remember when I was taught magnet in, was it physics? Yes, it was physics. There are two types of pole in magnet. There's a north and a south pole. While I was getting this particular picture on Google, I realized that how come magnets have two opposing sides, both north pole and south pole. And for magnets to attract something, they have to be, those two directions, the south and the north pole. And I just thought about something that in life, don't think the people you should work with are people you agree with. So amazing, right? And you cannot really become a people of magnet if the only people that are in your life are people that when you say yes, it is yes. When you say no, it is no. So for you to become a people of magnet, it means that you can attract people of every kind. And that's the concept of magnet. So as far as magnet has the north and south pole, a magnet will not say, oh, because you are steel, because you are iron, because you are cobalt, I'm not going to attract you. As long as you feel the principles of the north and south pole, the magnet is really going to attract you. So just talk about that. And one, it's all about getting friends. And this topic is not about how to have a lot of friends. That's not the concept. The concept is that how to become a people of magnet. And people of magnet are people that they have a lot of sponsors in the room. They have a lot of friends that when your name is called, they are always there to say, this person, oh, give him that job, give him every single thing. Oh, my voice is a bit muffled. Is it better now?
I can hear you clearly. Please.
But I can hear you clearly.
Oh, okay. All right. So let me know if it's from here, and I would probably just remove the AirPods and talk straight. All right. So okay. Before I continue, I have a question for you. Thank God we are just 13 on the call, so I can really take this round. Can you mention one person, living or dead, you would love to have a dinner with tonight, if possible? So if you have like a buffet and free dinner, you want somebody in your life that, the person, you might not be close to that person in terms of proximity, but one person, living or dead, high rank, low rank, medium rank, and that you would like to have dinner with tonight, if possible. All right, if you can unmute, good. If you can use your chat, good. Oh, Thomas said Billy Graham, yes. Billy Graham, okay. Who else? You can unmute or use the chat box. I know some of us are still thinking. Let's keep thinking. Richard Ahmad. I've never heard about Richard Ahmad, by the way. I would assume he's a car enthusiast. Oh, what's it? Nkechi, who just said my parents. Oluwasegun said King David. Oh, amazing. The David with the broken heart. Always broken to God. All right. Who else? I've only seen about 4, 5 on this call. Who else? Yemi Oshibajo, amazing man. I love him as well. Thanks, Joshua. Oh, great. Great to hear. Amanda, goodness. Amazing. Who else? Dr. Akinpelu, amazing. Who else? We'll have a dinner with tonight. Who is that person? Who else? I think something I've not thought about this. Okay, now you have the way to think about it. So I think I have 2 more persons that have not responded, and then we'll continue. Retired, I knew he was automotive journalist. Okay. All right. So if you have another peace, it's me. Oh, amazing. Tolu, I actually tried to reach out to Peace on your behalf, and he said to me that she said to me that she's going to open a cohort for that for the end of the year. So don't worry. As soon as she has the opportunity, I'll definitely link you up with her. All right. Pastor Sam.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Adebayo Ajayo. I'm in Canada, so just let's have dinner. I'm even food is on fire, so we'll just eat together. All right. So for me, if I have the opportunity to have dinner with somebody tonight, actually 2 persons. I know the answer is 1, but one will be Cristiano Ronaldo, and the second one will be Sam Adeyemi. Basically, let me tell you why I actually asked you this question. Every single person that you and I have said on this call that you like to have dinner with, means that that person has resonated with you one way or the other. And irrespective of diverse opinion, we had journalists, we had pastors, we had human beings, we had project managers, we had marketing experts, we have content creators, and we had people in the Bible, we have politicians, we have lawyers that you guys have mentioned. Billy Graham as well, one of the greatest evangelists that has ever lived the planet of Earth. So this means that this person has actually left an impact on your life. And guess what? Most of the people that we mentioned are people that might not even know you at all. What am I trying to say? Whatever you do, you are leaving a footprint. And that's why this is very important as we become a people of madness. Don't live life casually. Don't live life casually. Don't live life casually. Don't live life casually. All right, so let's proceed. So what are the importance of relationships? So before I go through this, I want to tell you guys something. Every single thing you want on earth is in the hands of somebody. Every single thing you want, and I'm going to prove it to you. If you want to have a business and you want to sell your product or service, the money you require to get as a result of an exchange of your value, the money is with some set of people. So all it takes is actually meeting the people or people being affiliated with the product or service you have to offer and them giving you money. You know, I realize that for every interview you go, in the first, of course, not every, most interviews you go, in the first 5 minutes of that interview, they know whether they want you or not. You know, I'm privileged to be the vice president of careers for my Covenant University Alumni Association, and I did a bit of recruitment of recent. And the first 5 minutes of most of those interviews I've done, I knew the people I wanted to pick. The same thing when we were looking for someone to help us in content strategies in XWI. In the first 5 minutes, we knew we were going to pick Tolu. He was not, we was tapping for us. Now it means that you have to be conscious that there's somebody at the other end that is looking out for you. And you have to always put your best foot forward. You know, I'm trying as much as possible to paint the importance of all this. You have to put your best foot forward every single time. In the promotion room, you are not there. There are some people that have made decisions that, oh, we have to promote Segun this year. We have to promote Ginika this year. Now, most times, it is not because of the job you do. You know, I've always said that don't think if you do what you're employed to do, you are qualified for promotion. Actually, you are not. Because doing what you are employed to do is exactly why you are being paid salary every month. So what makes you qualify for promotion is, number one, somebody's skills know that, oh, you are ready to take something higher. So because you are doing what you're employed to do, does not mean you are guaranteed for promotion. If that's the reason, it means everybody should be promoted every single month. So it means that relationship is very important. And that's why in SWI, we are not going to teach you success strategies alone. We are going to teach you the things that makes up those success strategies, which is relationship. So, and you know, in Canada, I'm going to share a lot of personal examples. I'm also the more like an assistant director for PMI, Prayer Management Institute of a particular region in Canada. And I took up the role. And one of the things I did was that every single power that plays. So I met the director. I said, can you give me the organogram of the team? Tell me what each person has been doing and everything. And after he said to me what everyone has done, the first thing I did was to promote people. So the first week, I created a new organogram based on what the man has said to me, the director. I promoted people that have delivered good results, and I allow people to run their show. So technically, me as a leader, I try to focus on the structure, but my 90% effort is always on people. And I'm going to teach you why this relationship is so important. Because what will make somebody vouch for you in the nearest future, what makes someone not sleep at night because they want to deliver something for you as a leader, is because they know that you care so much about them. And that's why every single thing you need in life is on the line of people. People. And in short, relationship is far as important as hard work. Relationship. is as important as hard work, managing relationships. All right. So what are the importance of relationship? I'm sure I've said a lot to you. Number one, social connections. This is so important. Imagine you want to launch an idea and there's no one to help you market it or someone to just cheer you up and all. Relationship provides a sense of belonging and connection. And guess what? Human beings are social creatures. And it's us forming these relationships that help us fulfill our need for that social interaction. So you need good relationship for social connection. I realized that introverts, have you ever seen an introvert before? If you have seen one, those introverts, when they are in their share with people they are comfortable with, they will talk from morning to night. So it means that even introverts value relationships. These are introverts that will say, oh, I don't mind staying on my own from morning to night. They value relationship. My wife is an introvert. And, when she's on that mode to talk about something she really cares so much about, she can go from morning to night. Maybe after that, she might not talk again, but so it means that relationship is even to the core introvert. Relationships are very important. Number two, why are relationships important? Emotional support. Sometimes you might be going through something and you might not need anybody to even help you solve the problem. You just want to hear you out. Emotional support. That's why healthy relationship would guarantee you and I that emotional support during challenging times. So having someone to share your joy with you, having someone to share your concerns, your comfort, helps you with that validation. And sometimes those validations are very key to help us get to our next level. And one of the most important parts of relationship is personal growth. It might be career, it might be finance. We need that because if you have a business, and guess what? People don't really before you get to a point that your product speaks for itself. People will buy the owner of the product. People will buy the owner of the product. I recently launched a new company in Canada. I co-founded a new company in Canada. I think it was last week that we went live, and somebody reached out to me on IG and said to me that, oh, I just want to confirm if you are going to be in charge of PMP Hub or now you are closing PMP Hub for Valid Point, because I want to be sure before I make a decision. One person said that to me, and that was so fulfilling for me because the person felt like, whether you are in Valid Point or PMP Hub, wherever you are, that's the company I want to engage with. Personal growth. It might be your career. Your boss can say, oh, if you don't promote Thomas, I can resign. Yeah, that is how powerful relationships are. And the last one is collaboration and cooperation. I'm going to use a lot of personal examples. One of the things that I've experienced so far in launching a new company is that power of collaboration. So this one I co-founded with someone, and it was the smoothest and the fastest thing I've ever done. Collaboration is so powerful. So you need that relationship for you to get to your next level. Because in professional and personal setting, relationships are so important. I'm a project manager, and I realize that most projects don't run in isolation. People have to work together. So you have to be, and as a project manager, this topic is even more important for me because if people, the amazing of project management is that you don't really do so much, but you really do so much. You are only managing people to do their job. So if people don't really like you, they will not do anything and they will allow that project to fail. And once the project fails, they will sack the project manager first, even before they go to the subject matter expert. Okay, so how do I become a people of magnet? So how do I ways to become a people magnet? All right. So the first one is understand human nature. And I'm going to be teaching you basic, simple, yet powerful things that if you use this, you will see how amazing your life will become. Number one, you must understand something. Like I said, the first point is understanding human nature. People are naturally selfish. So let me make this sweeter. People are governed by self-interest. So every single person you meet, they want to feel good. Every single person you meet, they don't really care about you as much as themselves. And that's why the Bible is so powerful. The golden rule is that do unto others as you would want them to do, as you do unto yourself. So the Bible doesn't say do unto others more than what you want to do, because people are naturally selfish. So therefore, always make people feel good. So if you want to become a person of people magnet, anyone you meet, make them feel good. make them feel good. It's so powerful. Make them feel good. I tried something yesterday. I took somebody for a test, and the person failed the test. And the moment that I realized that, I turned the conversation. I started to talk about what the person did well in the test and everything. And I offered to even pay for the next test. It was just so smooth and easy. Guess what? Before we started laughing about the test. The person even forgot that he or she failed the test because I made the person feel good. So the next time the person failed, the reality is that the person has failed the test. But I took the emotion and I focused on the person and I emphasized on, and this was not even whining. I told the person what I saw throughout the test, and the person gave the best and everything. And the focus was about what the person did good, did well. So people are naturally selfish. So everybody wants to think about themselves before you.
So just go outside, come back. 1,500. Yesterday, 1,500. Today, 2,000. I never even pay 300.
Can you please put yourself on mute? Thank you. All right. Apologies for that. So, like I said, if you want to become a person of people magnet, know that people are selfish. Like, you have to know that. And don't be upset that people are selfish. That's where you as well. That's where you are. So, because people are selfish, so when you're with somebody, my wife was reading something recently, and she told me that, I think she asked a question. So I answered that question and I started talking about myself. And she was like, oh, hold on. I read something and I realized that when someone asks a question, even if you want to use yourself as an example, ensure you end that conversation with that person. And it's so powerful. Make people feel important. And, subtle yet powerful. Because people are selfish. So ensure that it's all about them in conversation. Even if you want to use yourself as example, focus on people. Very important. And of course, if you do that, you realize the other thing is that you need to develop an attractive personality. Ensure that people that, one of the things that I love, this week alone, my schedule has been extremely ridiculous. That's the best word I can use. And guess what? Today is Tuesday. I have met with 4 people on personal free consulting conversation. Today is Tuesday. Free. Like I have to still create time for people. Because if I come out where I want to do something, it's still people that will gather that will still help me push market and everything. So people is a major part of my life. And anybody that knows me well, we know that I really don't care whether you're a family member or you're not a family member. Everyone that I meet, I will treat them exactly like I would treat my biological siblings. So have an attractive personality. Let people be open enough to come to you for help or assistance. Because if people know that you make them feel good, they'll come to you. Your boss as well, there's one of my senior colleagues at work, and so she said to me that she was not going to come to work the next day because her son was sick. So the next day she met me in the office, we were just chatting, and I just said, oh, sorry, oh, how's your son? She was shocked. She was shocked that I remember that her son was sick. But these are the things that I am intentional about. And in short, I told myself that if I see Nida the next day, I'm going to ask her about her son. I prepared for that conversation. It was not fluke. It was intentional. So make people feel good about themselves, develop an attractive personality, and make good impressions. This is exactly how to understand human nature and live it well. Good. I'm giving you 5 steps. The second step is communicate effectively. Listen to people actively. Like I said to you, I'm learning. So when people talk, listen to them. Listen empathetically. And I had an interview preparation once, and someone said something in passing. And after she finished what she was saying, I picked what she said in passing. She was like, wait. So you heard what I said? I said, yes, I heard it. As little as that is, people will come to you and people will value you. And like I said to you, you might think this person will not help you, but that person might be in a room for discussion, or you might need one help that only that person can guarantee, and that person will help you guarantee. It's so important to communicate effectively, and listening is part of communication. When people hear communicate effectively, what they hear is, oh, talk fluently. No, listening is part of communication. We choleric, we sanguine, we need to learn this more. Listen to people actively. Now, the second part is very powerful. get people to say yes to you. You know, if you want to do something and you are sure that if I call somebody, they will say yes to it. There are some people in my life that if I want to, you know, I don't want to say that if I want to raise 1 million, I will call, because, you know, I saw a pastor debunk that sometimes you are always saying you have friends that can raise 1 million, but can you raise 1 million for people? So, but if you want people to do certain things for you, if you can beat your chest that if I carry my phone to call this person, he or she will do it for me. Until you have those people in your life, then you are not a people magnet. Very, very important. And the third one is talk less and do more. Do more for people. Like, you know, I find so much joy. I was driving to office today and I said that I wanted to listen to something as I was going. On that journey, I ended up consulting free 30 minutes career conversation for somebody. Help people. Do more, do more. You know, you can say, I don't have something. What you have is something. What are you doing with what you have with, you know, you have to be nice. You have to be kind. Look at what the example Shegun gave. He drives you from the office and he drops them. You know, early part of my career, I used to drive to Lagos every weekend. When I used to drive to Lagos, I would go around departments in Nigerian Bridge and say, oh, who is coming to Lagos? Because who is going to Lagos this weekend? Oh, I'm going. I want to carry you guys from Ibadan. Free. Do more. That's how to become a people magnet. These are simple but yet powerful things. You know, this reminds me of the story of Joseph. He did so much more. And he was so powerful that when a whole kingdom was given to Israelites, and when even, let me say that when the new king forgot that there was someone called Joseph, he saw that the Israelites were so much powerful that they could overthrow the Egyptians, and that's why he made them slaves. So he did so much more that he brought immigrants to Egypt, and they dominated that land. He did more. So powerful. And the last one under this is respect other people's opinion. You know, this is also very, very important. And number 3, basic rules. And these are basic etiquette rules that will help you be a person of people magnet. Say thank you to people. You know, and this is also not what I'm teaching you what I've practicalized. Saying thank you is simple yet powerful. There is nothing you will do for me I'm not going to say thank you. It is ingrained. That's how to be a people magnet. You know, sometimes I feel like some people feel like, you know what? Some people feel like, you know what? Let me do this so that Gabi can tell me thank you, because I always use the word carefully and with so much intentionality. Say thank you to people. Let your boss know that, you know what? Oh, this guy always come back with thank you. Say it's simple. So say thank you. Two letter words. Two words phrase. Thank you. Say thank you. These are basic rules. And you want to be a people magnet, you have to understand the basic even before you go into the so-called top thing. The second one is admit your mistakes. No one is perfect. No one is perfect. In short, you know, the Bible is so perfect that even Jesus himself, there was a part in the Bible that he tried to heal a man that he told down his face in the pool of Siloam. The man said he was still seeing men as trees. I'm so sure that sometimes Jesus did that to show that, you know what, you can fail and try again. So even Jesus, he was not everything that he did firsthand. Admit your mistake. You know, when you admit that you are wrong, someone will know that, you know what, oh, you are approachable. And the third one here is keep your word. When you say, I will do this, do it. Don't run away 9 minutes. You know, people lose credibility so cheaply. I prefer to lose my sleep. Than to fail somebody. Keep your word. When you say, I will do this, when you tell your boss in the office, I will do this, don't say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm having stomachache. Nah. That's why you should do it earlier, when everything is fine with you, and not ensure that it's when you have stomachache that you use stomachache as the excuse. I'm not saying you don't have stomachache, but try to avoid excuses. That's what I'm trying to say. Keep your word. And number 4, lead by example. See, acknowledge honesty. You know, one of the greatest things in life is for somebody to know that you're a trustworthy person. And, you know, if you're not going to take anything from here today, this is what you should take. Lead by example. Let somebody know that you are reliable. Let them know that if I give you something, I'm going to meet that thing that I'm giving you. Let people know that you are so honest. Be an example with everything you say, everything you teach. And the third part, which is yet powerful, remain humble. Every single time I lead people in an organization, and let me give you a very personal example. I'm the vice president of Covenant University Alumni Association, and when I got into office, I'm also in charge of all the HR activities in Covenant University Alumni. One of the things I did in my first few weeks in office was that I increased people's salary. So I looked at what they were earning, and I said, in this Nigeria, people are earning. So of course, approval of the VP Finance, the budget owner, and the president, they approved it, and we increased people's salary. And they were thanking me. And I said to them that actually you should not thank me, because I know that you have, most of them are Covenant University graduates. You are a graduate, which means that you can actually go and look for a job somewhere else. So if you are connected, if you are working as an organization, it's a mutual benefit. If we are getting value from you, we should pay you for the value we are getting. So I did not do anything. I did what we should have done. Now, these are the ways in which you can always remain humble forever. Whatever you do, don't see it like, oh, I'm helping somebody. Do it like it is your fundamental right. First, as a human being. Second, as a believer. And third, as someone of people magnet. Give people what they deserve. So if you think you are always, oh, I help this person, I increase this person's salary, pride, you start filling in. Remain humble. The second thing I always want to talk about is that if one person calls you yes, sir, if one person answers your call, if one person always help you to execute, you should remain humble, because leadership is a privilege. Because you can be so good in what you are doing and no one will want to follow you. You might be so pragmatic in all you are doing. You might be so result-driven and result-oriented that you command results and nobody wants to follow you. So that's why leadership is a privilege. So remain humble. And if anyone says they are proud, when I ask you guys that, who do you want to have dinner with? Nobody mentioned Adolf Hitler for me. No one mentioned Gaddafi. No one mentioned Osama bin Laden. Because people understand the true traits and the right traits from the wrong traits. Don't be proud. This life is a privilege. If you think you have so much money, it's because, and you think, oh, because I work in ExxonMobil, that's why I'm very rich. There are a lot of people that have the same certificate that you have, the same qualification, but they don't have a job in ExxonMobil. Then you see life as a privilege. And let me apologize for using this word. It is pretty stupid to be proud because you have more money than the other person. Pretty stupid. Because money is a tool. And your identity is your identity. And money is a tool. Money is not anybody's identity. Money is a tool. And no matter how rich you are, there's always someone richer. Okay? All right. And the last one is multiply your influence. How do you multiply your influence? Be nice, which is what Shegun says. Be kind. See, once you are kind and anyone wants to associate with you, it's like a magnet that keeps expanding. So if you want to multiply your influence, add more people aligning what you are doing, and more people. Oh, it's so humorous that I met a lot of people in Success International from like one person. So, met Thomas and Success. Fumito came in from Success. Osho came in from Thomas. And I think I probably met Isaac from Thomas or from Success as well. Ibukun came in. So like, that's how life is actually. But to multiply your influence, let me give you a good example. Let me even use a business owner. You went to bake cake for someone's wedding, and you were so nice to the couple and to the guests. And like, who made this cake? Oh, this nice lady. They want to book you. That's how you multiply your influence. You have to be nice. And guess what? Niceness has smell. People can perceive it. It's so easy. Number two, praise and praise a lot. And like I said to you, human nature, people, it's all about themselves. Don't let me even paint it. You, it's all about you. Me, it's all about me. So praise people a lot. It rubs people's ego. People are naturally egoistic. So it's just like fundamental human nature. Rub people's ego. Praise people. Praise people. Even if you think what they've done is just too basic, oh, expand it. Wow. You did this. Oh, this is so incredible of you. Well done. You were able to submit this task in just 24 hours, even if you think it could have been done in 30 minutes. Like, appreciate them. Well done. This is so good. Wow, well done, well done, well done. When your friend is launching a new product, when your friend gets a promotion, buy a new car, praise the person, things that you can share on, maybe they are starting something on Instagram, share it as well. Don't worry. I realize that a lot of people that always have a lot of likes and comments, these are people that also like people's comments and comment on people's posts. Think about that. See, let's try something. Every single time someone posts something, try and comment or like that person's post. That person will like your post. Just try it. All right. And make it look easy. Don't make anyone think that, oh, because the person of influence is very difficult. Trust me, it's very tough for me. It's to be available for people. It's extremely difficult. But I have to make it look easy because I have to do it. Because not just for them, but I have to multiply my influence. And how can you multiply your influence is by being available. But make it look easy. Make it look easy. Very, very, very good. All right. Summary. Understand human nature. Communicate effectively. Understand the basic rules. Lead by example. And multiply your influence. Thank you so much. Any question for me?
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much, Agabi. I think my thank you would resound to more of thank you for walking the talk. Thank you for being a solid example of what you teach. I think that's one of the most important things for me about you. So thank you very much. All right, people. I can't see your thank yous in the chat. Are you still digesting all you've heard tonight? I can't see your thank yous. Are you grateful for what you've heard tonight? Are you grateful? All right, so thank you very much, Agabi. Does anyone have any question, please? Yes, the thank yous are coming. We appreciate you so much. Does anyone have any question? Feel free to unmute yourself or post it in the chat box. Either one that is comfortable with you. Any questions, please?
Hi, good evening.
Hi, Nkechi. Good evening. You were
Hi,
dragged here
Thomas. Good
successfully.
evening.
Glad.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Bayo. That was very insightful and profound. Like, I wrote a lot of things, just taking notes, and I'm grateful to be here and have made time to be here. So my question would be, when you have done, say, 50 to 60% of some of these things, especially in the workplace, and it looks like your generosity or your kindness, your humility is taken for is being perceived as a weakness and not a strength. What do you do in that case? Should I take the question again?
I heard you. I think.
No, yes, I heard you
Okay.
actually. So very good question, because the answer is, should I tell you the answer? The answer is keep being good, keep being nice. The reason is because there would always be somebody at the other end of the coin that would not value you. But you can't allow, because someone is taking you for granted, you stop doing the right thing. Let me give you a good example. It's just like you are always giving someone money. You have, like, in your budget, you always, like, the charity part of your income that you do, and probably somebody that you gave money insulted you one day and called you all sorts of names. Does that you stop doing your charity work? So don't let our people take what you do, especially if what you are doing is the right thing. Don't let it stop you from doing what you are doing.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
All right. Thank you very much, Nkechi. Thank you, Agabi, for that response. Any other person, please? Any other question? We're wrapping up now. Okay. So these things can be quite tough to do, in my opinion, but I think where it
Hi, I have
starts.
a question. Sorry. Can you
Okay,
hear
please
me?
go on. Yes, Veronica, please go on.
Okay, hi, good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for the class. The next one to prepare some points. So,
It's
I
fine,
don't know
please.
if you covered this, but okay, my question is, for people like myself, people out there who are a bit introverted, who have a certain group of friends, they already like relationships, like we find it difficult to maintain relationships. It's not like we don't really like people; it's just difficult to like keep in touch with people. So there's like this particular set of people you at least try to take care of. Let's say just five. So the other people, there's not really that energy to actually keep up with relationships. What advice would you give to people like me who feel like you said, there's a need for building connections, there's a need for keeping relationships. You already highlighted the reasons. But so how do we consciously keep up with people,
Okay.
like maintain
So
relationships, like not lose them?
yes. So, and good question. I don't think every single person will have to respond or react to things the same way. So if you're an introvert, you might not really like talk so much and all, but let the things I've talked about that are inherent be constant. So for example, be nice to people. Um, saying thank you though is not like a one paragraph thing. Saying thank you is just 2 words. Let's say thank you. Show up early, be committed to whatever you say. Do things that will not require people. Like when I say require people, like do things that it's all about you. Do you get my point? Make people feel good as well. And just do things that are inherent that would not necessarily stress you in quotes. Like, oh, I'm not saying always go out to people. That's not what I'm saying. But the basic needs, now that you understand human nature, do things for people more. Focus on people in conversation. Don't take conversation to yourself every single time. Focus on people, make people feel good about themselves, and I think you will be fine if you do that.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Right, thank you, Gabi. Any more questions? I think that will be the last one, unless any other wants to quickly chip something in. Okay, in the absence of no other questions. So thank you very much, everyone, for taking our time to join us this evening. We deeply appreciate you, deeply appreciate your time, and thank you for choosing to add value to yourself by all you've heard tonight. And thank you for making a decision to be kind, to be good, and to be a people magnet. You're always one person away from what you need. And thank you for choosing to be a blessing to everyone around you. God bless you all. See you in the community. If you have not shared with us what you do, we look forward to hearing from you. We look forward to exploring and experiencing your skill, your expertise, and your personality. So please let your light shine through in the community. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you once again, Gabayo. This was a wonderful and insightful session. Have a wonderful night's rest or enjoy the rest of your day if you're not in the